So we are back. I think we're done with the chapter that we were playing. And I do think we have the party that we're going to use to travel to the final area that we need to get to. Stoneguard. Or, not Stoneguard, Victor's Hollow. And bit of a tricky call. I think we'll start from Svarki. While we're here, yeah, let's steal whatever we didn't last time. The thing about revisiting some of these older areas that we haven't been to in a while is that most of the stuff is just 100% chance to steal. Because the difficulty levels are based on the assumption that you're a low-level character when you're in, that you got low-level characters when you're in there. So yeah, looking at the map, we're gonna go to a crossroads, head west, and once we hit another crossroads, we'll head north. Oh. And while we're doing this, let's put on evasive maneuvers, at least until we get to an area with enemies that are actually worth our time. Ooh, you.
Good day.
There's a squirrel on the stump back there. Yay. Ah, crap. It looks like my video feed is frozen. I've been having all sorts of technical issues today. Give it a minute. Gotta reload the capture card. This shouldn't be problematic. I don't know why it is. Hang on. There we go. And all that made me go blurry. So I'm trying to keep a pretty close eye on OBS to make sure everything's actually running correctly. Okay, now that we're in this area, we'll unequip evasive maneuvers. That's just the shrine.
I'll make this quick.
Ooh, it's Kate too. Hold up. We're actually going to use Take Aim.
You're mine now.
So I think that'll give us... Oh, dang it. I wanted to kill the Kate.
Here we go.
No offense to anyone watching who might happen to be named Kate.
Level slash.
Okay, so we've got a couple of them vulnerable to swords. And we're going to analyze the Forest Rat King. Okay. So it's ice.
Here I go.
Out of my way.
Well then.
They're vulnerable to raging
All right.
too. That's nice.
Level slash!
This is actually a pretty good scenario. So this will give Alphen a decent chance to
Let's get down to work!
do some basic attacks.
My turn now.
And Tressa, you can rest.
Phew, time for a break.
Someone's going to take a little bit of damage here, but... Oh,
Bring it
never
on.
mind. Most of the party is going to take a little bit of damage here.
Let's do this. Heal.
You're too kind.
My turn now. Let your wounds be healed.
Here goes nothing. Out of my way. I appreciate it.
There we go.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Guy was more annoying than anything. I'm still bugged that I didn't get the chance to kill the Kate. Duskbarrow, Victor's Hollow. Our destination is Victor's Hollow. I almost said our destination is
This is the
Duskbarrow.
beginning of your end. Bring
Big
it
pig.
on.
Big pig. Based on what I know about boar hunting, I'm actually going to take a wild guess here.
1,000 spears.
Well, that was not only a lot of misses, but it wasn't as effective as I thought. Okay, well we found out they're vulnerable to arrows. Let's drop a quick analyze in there. Swords and shadow.
Let's do this.
You know what? We're gonna defend.
What's it?
Because that'll give Tressa a slightly better setup for this turn.
I'll do my best.
And
Let your wounds be healed.
heal wounds to help out Tressa and Ophelia. And then oh, well, that was pitiful damage.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I think I need to start hitting them a bit more from the special side.
Hey,
I'll not be defeated.
Here we go. Level slash.
Really? Yeah, I kind of figured that was how that was gonna play out.
All right.
Okay.
I'll not be defeated. In Elfric's name, be saved.
Oh, that's right. She only comes back up with 1 hit
I'll
point.
do my best.
Out of my way.
Okay. Of course it is going... Oh, wow, it didn't go after Tressa for once. Okay. So now's a great time to use HP Thief. Didn't do that much, but I guess it's a little. There we go. Those guys were actually pretty dang tough. We don't have quite the best setup for hitting them for break damage. Oh, one more fight before Victor's Hollow. It's okay, we didn't really need abilities out of Tressa for this fight much. Scholar skills, Fireball. Okay. We're going to use an Herb of Clamor on Ophelia. It's kind of the natural choice. Because now this turn around, we can let loose with a big fireball. There we go. That's Therian back up to full. And then Alf. Would you mind doing just a nice cheeky last stand? I have no idea why last stand has so much better damage than anything else at the same level. Like, literally, we can do fully boosted single target attacks that don't do as much. A Tale for Another Day. We're not starting Tressa Chapter 2 here. So we can get new weapons at the armorer and all that. See, Ulberic is actually going to have several solo fights in this chapter, much like Hanit did in the last one. I'll steal that knight's sword at some point. Okay. Oh, this guy has amnesia. Let's rob the amnesiac, shall we? So this is the kid who wants to become a warrior in the Colosseum. Interesting aspiration, since he can't even hold on to the captain of the guard. This woman of Victor's Hollow looks after and worries over her nephew. She abhors violence with every fiber of her being and prays that the young boy will not follow in the footsteps of the gladiators which fascinate him so. Let's see, if I talk to him... Okay. What's that you say? So the lad's father was a swordsman, was he? Ah, sad tale. When a man's felled and leaves a young widow and her son to fend for themselves. Suppose the lad saw his father and me, us both being men of the sword. Ugh, I'm starting to think that mayhap I treated the lad overly rough. He needed a father and reckoned that could be me. Maybe you weren't wrong at that. Aho, lad, what are you playing at? Sir? Come out here, lad, out of them shadows and into the sun where I can see you. So you will teach me fencing? Looky, I've got a better thing to teach you. Horse riding. What say you to that, then? I'd rather learn fencing if it's all the same. Swans, but you're a stubborn one. I teach you horses or I teach you nothing. You got that? If you say so, sir. Fair enough. Oh, hey, Prim. And Cyrus. Runs an orphanage. And we learned about Marta's gang. Hold up, so are you Marta? No. We can beat her up and get in there, though it might take a few more items than I really care to spend. To the west is a cave with a marvelous underground lake and a frightening monster. Nice. Ah, that's how we get to that. Laconic father. His wife mysteriously vanished, and he has to care for his daughter Ellie by himself. His daughter has disappeared. Oh. Let's drop a save. Luckily, I've already got Elf and Therion in the party. Robe of the Flame. That'd be nice. But yeah, they're my preferred characters for in town, since Elf has fully reliable inquiring and Therion can steal rather than purchase. One moniker, 100 Punch Man. Height 3 cubits 1 span. Weight 9 stone. I know, it's a stupid name, but try telling him that. Maybe after you beat him with fire, wind, or dark aspected attacks. No particular weapon will afford you an advantage, I'm afraid. Okay. So if I want to get through him, I need Mont d'Or's condition. Yeah, if I want to deal with him, I'm going to need different setups on either Honey or Ulberic. Or just the right monsters for Honey, but unfortunately monsters with elemental attacks tend to be hard to get a hold of. Rumors of the Devourer of Men. Hang on. Beg your pardon, I was in the midst of training. Lancer extraordinaire at your service. And I can't guide him. His skill is just, yeah. Literally Link, apparently. Moniker the Clown. Height 4 cubits, weight 9 stone. Hilda the Clown, don't mess about, so neither should you. Go straight for your swords or staves and ice aspected attacks, or she'll leave you splattered on the ground. And she told us where to find a hidden item. And we can steal from her. So yeah, a good number of the people here in this part of town you find out about their vulnerabilities. So spear or staff? Or fire. And we get a discount at the end. Oh, this is Ashlan. We told him the tale of the monster tamers, and he heard a rumor of a magic sword called Snakesbane. Okay, so we can probably steal that. Strives to bring honor and glory to his poor family. Sickly as a child, but trained tirelessly to fight back against bullies. Good for him. So I'm pretty sure the conditions of those specific people are for a quest here, somewhere around here. Easy challenging, nice. Spears and staves. And wind and cold. Trouble is, most of these people have really good weapons, but we'd have to save scum for them. Light, dark, lightning, sword. Sword, bow, fire, light, hidden item. I don't think I can get through around that way, so I think it must be past that guy. So I can share the information. Oh my gosh, thanks for telling me, Seraphim. I don't know why my capture card is just being an absolute piece of crap today. Actually, it has been for the past couple of weeks. Which is intensely frustrating, to say the least, since it wasn't cheap. give it a moment. I'll switch to the waiting screen. See, Seraphy, I triple checked my OBS. I did in fact do that. It's just the fact that it's still having issues. Jeez. I just wish I could figure out what was going wrong. I've got it set to update automatically, so it shouldn't just be missing an update. Okay. Aha. There it is. It shouldn't be missing an update or anything. I've tried restarting my computer, like, for the life of me, I can't think of anything that would be causing it to just randomly disconnect, but it does. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Seraphy. How's it going? Well, enjoy yourself some Valorant. I was already late to my own stream because I was playing Minecraft. Okay, so we gave him some insider tips, and they came out wrong. Oh. Okay, now dude, don't go more gambling. But yeah, we're just taking on some various skill checks. Getting some items and things like that. Hello, who are you? The Enigma. 4 cubits, 1 span, 8 stone. Sword, dagger, arrows. Lightning as well. And we learned about a hidden item right over here. Okay. Oh, there's one more thing I want to check, though. Actually, let's start by selling. So I've got a lot of random trinkets and stuff that the only thing to do is sell them. So I could get a silver sword. It's not really on par with what I have. Bastard sword wouldn't actually be bad. Platinum is pretty good. Bandits and Victor's spears. Oh dang, that's a big buff to physical attack. And speed. And you know what? We will go ahead and take a couple tomahawk bows. Trouble is, most of the shields, it's a rare shield that actually gives a special defense buff. Oh, wait, and I already stole the item for this guy. There you go. Have the Snakesbane sword.
Many thanks.
Well, best of luck to you, Ashlan. Go rescue your father. That was the second chapter with that guy. So real quick, I can't check how difficult that guy blocking the doorway is with my current party. Okay, let's drop a save. And looks like there are a couple of items to pick up. Then we should be good to arrange our party and start the chapter. So now we'll switch in Oberic in place of Alphen. That's pretty reasonable. So if we wind up having to fight people in town, we should probably swap Alf back in. So yeah, she's relatively tough, and there's currently no real reason to get past her. You know what, while we're here, let's take a quick rest. Staying at an inn is ridiculously cheap in this game compared to basically everything else. Like seriously, stuff in this game is so insanely expensive. Actually, no, we'll call it Tale for another day. We'll start up that chapter in a minute. I just want to see how difficult these guys are. He's also pretty tough. Okay. And now, let's start up Ulberic Chapter 2. Story so far. Ulberic had set out on a new journey. His quest was to find something he had lost, the very reason for which he wielded his blade. To find an answer, he would find his former comrade Erhard, the man who had betrayed their liege lord and king. According to the brigand leader Gaston, there's a man in Victor's Hollow who knew Erhard. Mayhap he can tell Ulberic where Erhard has gone. Gustav is the man's name. They call him the Black Knight. Will Ulberic find him here in this town of warriors? Long time since I've seen such crowds.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh there, traveler. I trust you know of our arena?
Yep.
Of course I do. Townsfolk here don't ever shut up about it. Anyway, it's why I've come, to see it and the grandest tourney of the year.
Yes.
Right you are, my friend, right you are. There ain't no better time to visit. We got warriors from every corner of the world. Words. Willing to risk life and limb for the ultimate honor. Only 8 champions remain now the preliminary battles have been fought. Of them, I say there's 4 you'll be wanting to keep an eye on. The reigning champion is Archibald, the Crusher, we call him, and 4 times in a row he's claimed the prize. Josh wails from the icy wastes of the north. They say his art is as cold as his blade. Then there's Wallace Wildsword, the man who reached the final battle last year only to fall to Archibald. And there's one more you should know. Gustav, the man they call Black Knight.
What?
Ooh, that's a fortuitous sentence. That's right, a newcomer he is, but he's proven his worth best in every foe he's faced thus far. There's many who's saying he might be the one to finally topple the Crusher. We got a Raven King, a stranger who'd usurp his throne, and 6 more challengers, each as formidable as the next. You don't want to be missing this tourney or you'll regret it till your dying day.
Well,
Tell me something.
Of course.
Ask your question, I'm here to help.
the truth is...
Where can I find this Gustav? There's something I must ask him. Finding him is easy, just buy a ticket for the tourney and he'll be there in all his glory. As for talking, well, that's up to him, ain't it?
Thank you.
I see, thank you. So I can find Gustav in the arena, but how do I convince him to talk to me? There's a man who looks like he can swing a sword. He could be just the one I need.
Boy. Knight.
Knight.
A fighter. Quick with the blade. Ill will in his eyes. State your business. And if it's violence you seek, know that you shall have it.
Looks of him. He knows how to use that blade. Reckon he'd be more than a match for me, even if I were at full strength.
Thought you'd agree. My eyes never steered me wrong yet.
So this is probably one of the fighters
My
in the
apologies for the
tournament.
dramatics, but I wanted Ned here to take the measure of you. He'd be fighting in the tourney if it weren't for his wounds.
If you have business with me, then state it plain.
Cecily, at your service. I'm what you'd call a promoter of sorts.
Hi, Cecily.
And what is it you promote?
Arena battles mostly, and the men who fight them. Except Cecily here's done neither yet. Still looking for a big break, she is.
Stay your tongue, Ned. I do the talking, remember? You want to meet the man Gustav, yes?
You were there when I spoke to the Barker.
That's right. And I'll tell you something he didn't. Tourney fighters don't make a habit of fraternizing with the hoi polloi.
Ah, yes, the
If
hoi
you and he were
polloi.
old friends, that'd be one thing. But something tells me he's not expecting your visit.
Do you have a point?
I have advice. If you want to talk to Gustav, your best play would be to fight in the tourney yourself.
But how? The preliminary rounds are already over, or so I heard.
See? This is why you need me. I know a way you can get around that.
Then tell me.
Simply
Well,
prove
Barrick
that you're
is
a
not
better
a
fighter
patient
than one of the
man.
remaining champions. And make sure everyone sees it. During the tourney, local authorities turn a blind eye to public dueling. It's still against the law, mind you, but no one gets in trouble for it. Lots of men come here fancying themselves good with a blade, and they look to prove it, whether they qualify for the tourney or no.
But surely, those who have qualified are above getting involved in petty brawls.
They're here to prove themselves, same as everyone. If the circumstances are right, they can no more shirk a challenge outside the arena than in it.
I'm telling you, this is your ticket to the tourney. Get the attention of one of the champions, and make them challenge you. Put them in a position where they've no choice but to prove they're your better with a blade.
And what do you get out of all of this?
30% of your
When you
winnings?
do get into the tourney, you'll fight under my colors. If you reach the final battle, I'll have fighters lining up to put their seal on a contract with me.
Ah, a deal where we both benefit.
Is there a better kind? I'll get my scribe to draw up the contract. What name will you use?
Probably gonna stick with
My
Berg.
own.
Oh,
Olberic Eisenberg.
Eisenberg? The unbending blade of Hornberg himself?
A fine figure. And famous, too. Told you I could pick him, Ned. Well, my lordship, I think this partnership is going to work out handsomely.
So now I need to beat up some folks in town. Challenge 2 muscled men. Okay. I can't tell. Okay, no. It started a random cutscene, and I was already planning
Listen
to.
up.
Hang on. There's something I want to do first. We're going to take a moment and switch Alf back into the party. In place of Therian, I think. Simple enough reason. I want to inquire with these guys. Spears or arrows, wind or dark? Well, I've got spears, so... It helps to know what his breaking damage is based on before the fight starts.
How about you?
That was annoying.
No,
His damage output doesn't seem great. I didn't go for the breaking damage because if I stalled for a turn I could get back some spare SP and break him before he moved on the next turn.
shall be. My blade is unbending.
I think my highest damage option right now is gonna be cross strike.
No, death by 1,000 cuts. With each battle, I grow stronger.
And there we go.
The hell?
Never fought someone stronger than me. I live in a town of people who are literally fighters by trade. How have you never fought someone stronger than you? Some for trouble, 'cause I got plenty to give to the lights.
Prepare yourself.
All right.
What are your vulnerabilities? Daggers and swords, fire and lightning.
Let us fight with honor. The battle is
I
truly
think it's
joined.
obvious what the strategy here is.
The dagger stands. The battle is truly joined. How about you? My blade is unbending.
A small blade cuts it.
The battle is truly joined.
They rank these guys so much higher than they can hope to justify. Like,
Thrill of the fight.
that guy was supposedly 6 stars. It was one of the easiest fights I've had in ages, and I've fought a lot of 6-star people lately. Come now, is there none at all? Is that all? Is there none among you who can best my fighter? His name is Ulberich Eisenberg, one of the twin blades from the once proud realm of Hornburg. Come, don't cower in the crowds, or have you not the courage to face the unbending blade? She's good. The unbending blade? Could it truly be? Ulberich Eisenberg still lives? I still think, well, Eisenberg, is he supposed to be famous or something? Are you daft, woman? Everyone's heard of the unbending blade.
Huh?
There isn't a single thing that everyone's heard of. Don't be rude, buddy. If he's so great, why ain't he fighting in the tourney? How long will this take? I've fought all comers. You're not quitting on me now, are you?
No.
No, but I like it not when my fate is in another's
Or
hand.
another underscore live is now following.
It's Victorino. Well, that name's on the nose.
Huh?
The bounty hound? He who collected coin for the heads of 7 ill-famed buccaneers?
Ho ho!
At last, a man who wears his blade like he knows how to use it.
Oi!
Give him space, lads. That there's a tourney champion.
Whoa!
Aye, the Buccaneer's Bane, no less. 10 leaves. I got 10 leaves on him. We'll match it.
Truly?
She speaking the truth? Are you the unbending blade? When the name reaches me on the high seas, I reckon the man who wears it done something to earn it.
Well,
They're one of the tourney champions.
Just so.
Aye, Victorino's the name. If you watch the fight, I watched you fight the others. And I started wondering to myself, could he be better than me? And once that question came, I had no choice but to find myself an answer. Hey, welcome to the stream, Liv. How's it going?
Now then,
Wait, we'll need witnesses, a bigger crowd. The plaza, fight your battle there.
That's right.
I'm one. The bigger the crowd, the bigger the stakes. I'll see you there, knight. Alrighty. I'm hoping it'll give me a chance to investigate him before I actually start fighting. Use path actions on Sicily. No, not really. Yeah, I don't actually need to inquire her. Okay, so if we inquire the Buccaneer's Bane, Swords and Daggers, Wind and Dark. Works well enough.
Ho ho!
let us fight with honor.
Ready when you are. Yes,
I will not fail.
Pog. Oh, this is just a full-on
Victory shall be
fight.
mine.
Oh, in that case...
The dagger stands.
Oh, I wish I had swapped in Therian then.
here I go.
Merchant skills for wind.
Here we go. Level slash.
Okay, yeah, they are vulnerable to swords
Nice.
as well as him. Hmm. Now to gamble on what would be best to break his retainers, and I'm going to guess light. I guessed wrong. I mean, sure, I could have just analyzed, but where's the fun in that?
I will cut you down!
Here I go!
Let's donate a couple BP to Ophelia real quick.
My turn now.
That way I can get off a good analyze on the front guys. Okay, lightning and dark.
Here goes nothing.
So dark would be really good here, but I don't have it, so...
Level slash!
The battle is true. My blade is unbending! I will cut you down!
Here goes nothing. Let's get down to work!
I'll do my counter.
There we go. We dealt with his retainers.
Here I
Tressa, can you finish him off? No, you can't. He's got too much health left.
Let's do this. My turn now.
I need to bug someone else to tag along here. I'm about to run out of uses of this Knight Ardent. And Steel SP.
Bring it on!
My turn now.
Nothing Ophelia has is really that effective against the guy is the trouble.
The battle is truly joined.
Oh, and there's the break.
All right.
What to do?
How about you?
What to do?
Dang it, I was hoping we could make it all the way back to Elfin so we could restore some SP with a couple of basic attacks.
Yippee!
Knight's gone and done it.
Huh?
What about the tourney?
Now then.
We all know the rule, the strongest remains.
What?
Wait, does she have the right of it? 'Twas a street brawl, no more. Aye, but street or arena, the strongest remains. That's how it's always been.
That's right.
Y'all know that I love the graphics on this game, but I gotta say, the statues in the background, the spears that they're holding look so awkward. It looks like the top of it is doing one of these, where the shaft is coming in, but then the top just points straight up. I lost a fair and open battle, and this man here stands victorious. Might is right, the strongest remains, my tourney place is his. What say ye? 'Tis yours if you'll have it.
see.
I will. You're a man of honor. And so did old Beric Eisenberg win his place in the grand tourney. Before long, rumors of a great night, the last remnant of a fallen realm, spread across every alehouse in town. There's only one, but still. All who claimed to have witnessed the battle, many more than stood in the plaza that day, spoke in awe of the speed and strength of his blade.
Now then.
Tourney is about to begin. Not
I see.
quite yet. Oh, and we can hear some travel banter. Just listen to those birds sing. Maybe they're celebrating your victory, Sir Old Beric. Mayhap they are. By the way, that Victorino reminds me of the folk back home. He's a real man of the seas, straight talking and honest, with no time for hogwash. You know, I've got a feeling he and I would get along. Just thinking about it makes me miss my little port town. Is that so? Yep, my father said that the ocean is so beautiful it washes people's hearts clean. When you look out at the horizon and realize how huge it is, you can see all your troubles for what they are. Then the ocean is a fine thing indeed. You're the same, Sir Old Beric. You're like a big tree. Steadfast and calm. Nothing sways you. You have a great view. Oh. A little bird landed on his shoulder. I wonder what Old Beric's canon height is. Like, you gotta assume that he's a big dude. So I think these are mostly full-on battles as opposed to duels. I could be wrong, I've only played through this part once before, and I don't really remember it. But I think these are more to the effect of what we saw before, so I'm going to switch Therion in. In any case, like, I don't think we'll have the time to inquire on our opponents before the matches, so.
Now then.
Let's start up the tourney.
Gather round!
I love how they've put him in a suit. Like, everyone else is in clothing that's kind of styled after a particular period, and then just the Barker is just straight up in a suit. Another year has passed, and the day of days has come again. 8 champions strong and true have emerged by their mettle, character, and fortune. Who shall emerge victorious? Bring it on!
Coming
The
up!
shields are polished and the blades are whetted. It only remains to be seen who shall stand triumphant when the rest have fallen. Step forward, brave warriors. He has been grand champion in 4 tournaments in a row. He is the reigning king, but will he meet his kingslayer today?
Archibald!
Behold, Archibald the Crusher, mightiest of the mighty.
Top of the world!
Archibald, have at him.
Go!
Show that Black Knight how it's done.
And
They say the blood of men turns to ice in the frozen wastes of the north. Just a tale, mayhap. But let no man deny that the steel of this man's blade is as biting as the ice in his eyes.
Joshua!
Joshua Frostblade.
Yeah!
Sir Joshua!
Hey!
Take my favor, sir, I beseech you.
And then
Our next fighter spent years learning the art of war, mastering pikes, halberds, spears, and all things long and pointy. Misjudge his peasant's weapon at your peril. Last man found himself skewered before he could so much as lift his fancy blade in the shortest fight of the tourney.
Conrad!
His lance dances and spits you like a pig, for it's Conrad the Impaler.
Do it!
Stick it to him, Conrad. Archibald's sword ain't the half of your pike.
Coming up!
He's in second to only one man, always the last man bested, but this year will it finally be his opponent who bends his knee on the final day? Many here say aye, for this year he will at last usurp the king. His sword strikes with the ferocity of a savage beast. Wallace Wild Sword is here to claim the king's crown. Ah! Crivens, that's no man. He was born from a bear, I'd say.
And then...
Of fame and renown, this next fighter cares little, but now many a fighter pales at the mention of his name. A hunter amongst hunters, in the preliminary matches he bagged every monster that appeared. Be it fiend or man, he never loses his quarry, for he is Bernhard the Beast Hunter. Every beast that was released into the arena, then he's the equal of the king.
Are you ready?
Next is an impregnable fortress of a man, neither axe nor sword has ever sundered his shield. He is an immovable force, he can no more be toppled than a mountain. If a battle goes to the last man standing, how can he not emerge victorious? He is Greed the Unbreakable. Gods of mercy, look at the size of him. He prized bold, look like a rabbit next to him. Next is a mystery knight, a dark horse one might say, one who has swatted away all the challengers with contemptuous ease. The arena has not seen the likes of his swordplay in many a year. Could this man be our new champion?
Gustav!
Gustav the Black Knight! Hurrah, hurrah! Cut them down where they stand, Gustav!
Do it!
You're the only one who can defeat the king. Last but not least, for this last-minute entrant defeated none other than Victorino, the Buccaneer's bane. Does he deserve to be here or does he not? You've all had your say. But hear this, the rule of the tourney is writ clear. Might makes it right. No, might makes right. Let no man disavow what another claims by feat of arms. So raise a cheer for old Barrack, the unbending blade.
What the?
The unbending blade? I've heard the tales, but...
That's it!
Show us the might of proud Hornburg!
That's
Here
all.
stand your 8 champions. Now only the duels remain.
Greetings.
So you're old Barrack, are you?
I see.
Yes, and you know who I am, then and if you know who I am, then you also know that you'd be looking for Sir Erhard, aye?
Just so.
I see, I don't need to explain. Sir Erhard spoke enough of you, but what you're seeking has a cost. Tell me, knight, you know what this place is?
I see.
A place where a man's worth is measured? Tell me, Sir Olberic, to what end do you swing that blade? I was once the knight of the realm. I wielded my sword for king and country. But as for now, to tell the truth, I cannot say.
So...
I'll see you in the final. Yeah, see, Olberic's storyline is definitely one of the least, critical. Because this is literally just kind of a self-searching journey. Hey, let me steal your stuff. Okay, so... Hey, sweet. So I'm guessing that guy is our next opponent. So can we duck out and grab someone to investigate him? I realize this is going to add time, but I think it'll save time in the fights themselves if we go in knowing a couple of the guy's weaknesses. I do wish I could change party at will, as opposed to having to walk all the way back here. Alf, if you could. Put him down with fire and light, or a staff or axe. Fire, light, staff, axe. And there's a hidden item here. Nice. Are you worth bringing along? No, you're really not. It is a bit of an annoying level spread I'm dealing with at the moment. Alf picked up several levels on his when we did his chapter 2. Okay, now we'll bring Tressa back in. And the party's all running strong. Yeah, let's do it.
Are you ready?
From the west gate comes Olberic. And now for the fourth battle. From the west gate comes Olberic.
Boy there.
Good luck, knight. You'll need it. You'll be fine. Just do exactly what you did to the others.
Well,
I'll be back soon. Come on, Joshua, you can do it. Olberic, you're twice the man he is.
At your service.
'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. The name is Joshua. Your name and renown reached even the distant corners of my snowbound home. Olberic Eisenberg, and the honor is mine. The climes in your land may be harsh, but its sons have warm manners. You honor me, sir, but know that there is no warmth in my sword, and it will deliver the victory I promised to my dearest Angela. So you fight for a woman.
Yes.
I fight for love, and today you will know how powerful that is. Yeah, so they're going to be throwing around their reasons for fighting, which Olberic doesn't recall his.
I'll not be defeated.
Okay, so he's guarded by the people in front.
Fire, burn strong.
Luckily, they've all likely got similar vulnerabilities, if not all the same. Okay, so not all the same.
The dagger stands.
My turn now.
Oh. They aren't vulnerable to ice, though.
The dagger stands.
What to do?
You know what? Dang it.
Out of my way.
Kind of just taking guesses here, but... Okay, so I think we can actually break the guy in the back there. We just can't do it with fire.
How about you? My blade is unbending!
My turn. I'm ready. Are you?
My turn. Illuminate.
Over here.
Oh, I forgot that he went before Ophelia. It's like, wait, what's happening? And that'll break the shield on his fire vulnerability. We can actually take advantage of a little bit. You know, Axe probably would have been
Victory
better
shall
there.
be mine.
I'll do my best. My turn now.
My turn.
You know, I should have gone for armor corrosive there.
Now then.
I'll do my best. Here.
Shouldn't be too much trouble going forward.
Let's do this.
I think he just did a self-heal or something.
How about you? Whether your strength
Oh, he doubled his moves next turn.
I will not be defeated. Oh, sacred light.
My turn.
the battle is truly joined.
He's not doing much damage, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and use armor corrosive. 'Cause that'll help us get more damage off next turn.
I'll do my best.
Really? Oh well. Tressa's our lowest damage output in the party at the moment.
Watch my blade dance.
My turn.
Oh no! Well then.
So back to full output.
Now then. A touch of fire.
If we break him one more time, we should be able to finish up before he
My turn now.
can move, before he can make use of... Yeah, we should be able to finish him before he unbreaks, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh no!
Tressa, could you stop hitting old Barrick? Like, I don't think he appreciates it. I also don't really think it's necessary, if I'm gonna be honest here, Tressa.
Out of my way.
Oh no!
My turn. I appreciate it, really.
The battle is...
There we go. And we finished it before Tressa had to slap herself again. And she leveled up. Good for you, Tressa. Angela, forgive me. You fought well and bravely. You did no dishonor to your lady love. To fight for the love of a cherished one. I'm pretty sure it heals me after every battle, but I'll be able to check while I'm swapping Alpha into the party. Why couldn't the... Oh, why couldn't the tavern be in the northern part of town? Okay, yeah, it does heal us. It'd be nice if you could get a horse or something at some point in the game. Okay, I've seen folks fare well with ice and dark aspect tax, but no one trick will be enough. Keep at a distance with a bow or close the cap to go to work with a dagger. So bow, dagger, ice, and dark. And we can steal his axe from him. That's nice. That's just swell. Yeah, bow, dagger, ice, and dark. Everyone in the party should be able to hit something pretty effectively. Tressa will be relegated to using her bow, but that's not that big a deal. Let's go into the fight. What is it? Your next opponent is none other than Archibald the Crusher, the long-reigning king of the tourney. He's as strong and skilled as any, that's for sure, but it's his iron will that wins in battles more than anything. I'd tell you to look out for this or that, but the gods only know with him. You gotta look out for everything. Ned can be overly dramatic, but he speaks the truth. Archibald's a more formidable foe by far than any you've faced till now. Formidably noted.
Oi, oi!
Gods' teeth. He got more spine than sense cracking japes at a time like this. This won't be the first time I've fought a man whose skills matched or surpassed my own. And I dare say it won't be the last. And now for the second match of the second round. From the West Gate, Ulberic Eisenberg.
Take care now.
Whatever happens, just give it everything you've got. We'll find out soon enough if that'll suffice.
I see.
Aye. The unbending blade in the flesh. Step up from the usual riffraff they throw my way. My father was one match away from winning his 5th tourney in a row when his challenger's sword found his breast. Now it's my turn to do what he could not.
Is it so?
Is that why you fight? To honor your father's memory?
Aye.
Aye. Now let's get on with it.
Well,
So be it.
on your guard. I will not fail.
You gotta admit, this would be a depressing process.
Well then.
I think Ice and Dagger are the ones that are blocked off, unfortunately. And that is trouble because those were our easiest ones to take advantage of. Oh no, it's... Huh, it's Arrow.
Here I go.
Or, it's Arrow that's blocked off. Hold up. We're gonna boost up and donate BP to Ophelia so she can scout the
Have at you.
things. So she can scout their weaknesses with Analyze.
Witchery.
Ooh, physical attack is all down.
Out of my way.
You're too kind. Now then.
too.
Let's get a big heal on the party.
I'll do my best. Prepare yourself.
And analyze the guys up front. Okay. Axe, staff, fire, light.
How about you?
I appreciate it. Really.
Okay.
My
Now
turn
I'm doing a bit better. And we've got him broken, so we can unleash a lot of big attacks next turn. Alberic and Therian are both ready for full use of moves.
You too.
No!
Oh, she's dizzy, I think that is.
My blade is unbending!
The dagger stands.
Okay, but we've cut his physical attack, so that's good.
My turn now. Flames, burn this away.
Oh, she's unconscious. Huh.
The battle is truly joined. A small blade cuts deep. My turn.
And she's still unconscious.
I will not be defeated. Fire, burn strong.
Okay. We're in a good
I'll
setup.
do my best. Prepare yourself. Flames, burn this away.
Yes. So he's getting ready for a big move, but that shouldn't actually be a real issue. We're gonna break him
Victory
well
shall be
before
mine.
that. Hang on. Okay, well, Barrick, use a bind. And Tressa, you actually go ahead and use rest. We're stalling for a turn here
Victory shall be mine.
because that'll maximize how long he's down for. But now
A
we
small
can go for HP thief, restore a bunch of health, and he's broken this
I'll
turn.
do my best. Ice, splinter and storm.
My turn.
And now, armor
I
corrosive.
see.
That should set up for a lot of damage
My
next
turn
turn.
now. Time for a break.
Now then.
I wish Tressa's rest was more effective. Like, it restores so little HP. Anyway,
It's unbending!
The dagger stands.
there we go. Big
The
damage.
thrill of the fight.
Okay, Therian hit level 30. What? Are my eyes to be believed? The king has been dethroned. Victory goes to old Beric Eisenberg. Like father, like son. I have failed him. Rejoice, fool, you won the battle. Don't fret for me, I'll just start another winning streak. As long as I have breath in my lungs and strength in my arm, I'll keep swinging this blade.
Indeed.
You fought to honor the memory of a man long dead, but is that enough for the likes of me? Archibald yields. For the first time in 4 years, the king will not fight in the final battle. The Black Knight versus the Unbending Blade. Whatever befalls, there shall be a new king at Tourney's End. You know, we've still got one more fight before we would even come together. Like, you can't guarantee that that's the fight that's going to happen. Like, it is, but... Why do I fight?
Sir Alberic.
What's the matter, Alberic? You look deep in thought. Indeed I am. I realize that every man who takes up arms has a reason to do so. I have tried not to dwell on the many men who have fallen to my blade. But now I find myself asking, why do I fight? Why do I wield this sword? I can't pretend to know much about swords and soldiers, but I have noticed one thing. You're different from other fighting men I've known. There's a kindness in you. I sense tenderness and mercy to those whom you're forced to vanquish. Whatever your reason turns out to be, I'm glad you fight alongside us. I'd never thought of myself in that way. Thanks be to you, Ophelia. Your words give me strength. Oh, it's my pleasure. Wait, is it Gustav next? Shouldn't there be one more fight? Am I somehow managing to forget a fight that we've had in the last, like, 20 minutes? Alf, come into the party real quick. I just need you to go and look at someone real close, like. Oh, I can steal from you. Hang on. It's literally labeled Gustav's shield. I'm willing to bet that I'll actually just get that after the fight. So I'm not going to bother trying to steal it from him. If you've come this far, then you hardly need my advice, but if you're asking, then I'd say stick to the tried and true. A sharp spear, a heavy axe, a fine bow, and a quiver full of arrows. Despite the name, I suspect he's weak to dark aspected attacks, and I've yet to meet a man who didn't burn. So, spear, axe, arrow, spear, axe, bow, dark, and fire. Now the trick is for me to remember that till the start of the battle. Spear, axe, bow, dark, and fire. It's funny how redundant our party is. Like, we've got both Ophelia and Tress. And Tress has the cleric subclass. And then we've got Ulberic and Therian, and Ulberic has the thief subclass. Spear, axe, bow, dark, and fire. Let's hit it.
Good.
You've come this far, now you simply have to win. Second place is out of the question. Why can I not remember at least one of the fights? Ain't never seen the girl this agitated before. You've lit a fire under her, that's for certain. Why shouldn't I be agitated? He beat the reigning king, the one they said was all but invincible. By the gods, the devil can take me if this Black Knight thinks he's the match of the King's Slayer. What? Is something the matter? Do you know something about this Black Knight I don't?
Truth be told,
Whatever this Black Knight may be, judging by his previous fights, he stands the equal of any king.
Indeed.
No man should enter a battle expecting an easy victory. Least of all against one who is trained by the sword of Earhart. Trained in the sword by Earhart. You know, this is a bit of a random observation, but she used the phrase, the devil may take me. Devil singular, whereas they always pluralize gods. I wonder if that's actually a cultural thing. Like, I wonder if there are any cultures that have multiple gods but only one devil. So usually it's 1-to-1 or the other way around, or many of each. Yet neither should any man shy from battle for fear of defeat. I shall fight with all my strength, and if the gods will that is not enough, then so be it. Agreed? Right, I know how it works, but just make sure you use all your strength. I wouldn't want anything... Your cheeks are turning red, girl.
ouch.
Ouch! Watch it now, that wound's still healing.
Coming
And
up.
from the West Gate, Ulberic Eisenberg.
No.
That's my cue. I don't know that Greek... I don't know that Greek theology technically had a devil, per se. It had gods relating to the underworld, and it had monsters, and it had the Titans, but I can't think of anything that actually fits the idea of the devil, or a devil. You kept up your end of the bargain. I'm impressed.
Well,
And I'm impressed as well. You've won hard battles against capable foes. Once you mentioned Sir Earhart, I didn't have much choice now, did I? Lest I dishonor his name. You know what? My math was just completely wrong. Now that I'm thinking about it. 8 divided by 2 gets us to 4 in the second round. 4 divided by 2 gets us to 2 in the final. So yeah. I was just doing my math wrong. He told me a lot about you back when we were both serving in that mercenary band. You still lost? Still wondering what that unbending blade of yours is for? Joshua fought for love. Archibald fought for the memory of his father and the honor of his line. I once fought to protect someone, but I failed and that person is no more. Yes, mayhap I lost, but not today. Today I fight for victory.
Indeed.
I see you've found yourself an answer. Let's see how well it serves you in battle.
prepare yourself.
And to arms!
Begin.
Let the final duel begin!
I will not fail.
So his defenses appear impenetrable.
Out of my way.
So I am going to try simply going for Rain of Air. Yeah, I'm going to try some moves that I know are effective against Gustav, even though he's not breakable. Because that'll reveal it and I won't have to think about everything that needs to be in his bar. Unfortunately, I think the guys up front probably have pretty different vulnerabilities. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. Let's try mixing things up now. Okay, we got a wind weakness on the guys up front.
The battle is truly joined.
And sword. And now we can use Ophelia to reveal the remaining weaknesses. Ice and Club, gotcha.
Here I go.
Out of my way.
Yes! The battle is truly joined. I will cut you down!
I've got a plan here.
What to do? Witness the miracle of healing.
Tressa is actually so good at healing. It's really funny simply because she's got that buff that cuts down the cost of healing.
The battle is truly... My blade is unbending!
My turn. The winds of fortune are howling.
Trouble is, those guys up front are very bulky.
Let's do this.
Well then.
Okay. The 2 boosted Ice Storm might be enough to take out the one on the right, and that's what I'm gambling on. Dang it. I was hoping.
Damn! I will cut you down!
I was so close to taking him out too. It was the difference of the damage of the damage roll. See, now we can start working on breaking Gustav actually, because we have access to his 2 remaining vulnerabilities. We can only really hit one of them, but still.
Out of my way.
How about you?
Well then. Be engulfed in my blizzard!
Up here.
What to do? Witness the
Keep up a
miracle
good
of
bit of
healing.
healing. The nice thing about healing is that it really doesn't depend on your stats, so really any character can take the cleric multi-class and roll with it as long as they have a decent supply of SP.
Let's do this.
Victory shall be mine. My blade is unbending. The dagger stands.
There we go. Ooh. Blindness on Therion. No, that's not blindness. I don't know what exactly that
Let's
is.
do this!
Hang on, if I defend with you, yes, you do bump to the front of the queue the next turn.
No,
Yes,
will
we're
not.
gonna go with that.
My
So then we can break with Tressa, or with Ophelia and Tressa this turn. And he'll be stalled out for a turn. You know what? Spearhead. Okay, so I can't boost. That's what's happening. That said, armor corrosive.
I see.
How about you?
Go, that's some good HP.
I'll do my best. Here I go! Flames, burn this away!
You know what I should have done? I should have had Tressa donate BP to either Olberic or Therion. One of the two of them.
Let's do this! Heal!
Let's keep up some good wound healing.
How about you?
And
Death by 1,000 cuts!
okay, we're gonna use True Strike real quick. Oh, no, that wasn't what I meant to do. I meant to do Take Aim. Well,
Fire, burn strong!
it's not that important now. I was trying to do take aim so that Ulberic's spears would be able to hit more often.
Let's do this!
How about you?
Well then.
I'm actually just curious, how much HP do you have left? 24, about 25,000. We're gonna be here a minute, folks.
The dagger stands.
Out of my way.
I will not be defeated. Prepare yourself! Flames, burn this away! My
The trouble is, he really is bulky. It's hard to do a lot of damage.
My turn.
Oh no, he gave himself another movement on each of his turns. So now he's up to 3 actions around. I mean, I can't really complain. Okay, so I'm fairly certain that Ulberic has Shackle Foe, and I'm going to use that. But for now, take aim.
Here I go!
Victory shall be mine.
Oh, wait, Shackle Foe doesn't slow him down. I don't know why I'm thinking leg hold trap. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ulberic Insight.
Come, there.
I should make him focus on Ulberic. He is a bulky lad, that's for sure.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
And now... he is broken. Tressa, if you could heal wounds real quick.
Well then.
And you know what? This is a good opportunity to summon our knight friend, who actually does a lot of damage to you.
The battle is truly joined. Watch my blade dance.
My turn.
My turn next! Sacred light!
Unfortunately, he's going to get 3 moves at the start of his next turn. Oh, if he has a next turn, hang on, we've got a knight that can attack with a big ice move. Dang it. Oh, I bet he's only got a few hit points left, too. Okay, no boosting for Ulberic. goes the fight.
I hope I grow more able.
So the trouble is, we can't really question him now because we did just incinerate him. Like, he's dead. Like, let's just be real for a second here. He just got hit by a double fireball. The man's not breathing anymore, and he lacks skin.
Damn it.
Curse my blade, but the victory is yours.
We have a
He yields, he yields! All hail the unbending blade! A new king of the arena is crowned. 3 cheers for Ulberic Eisenberg. Huzzah! 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 Did you see that, lads?
That's it!
The Black Knight fought bravely, but the unbending blade has won the day. He won. Did you see that, Ned? He won. Oh, that's Sicily. Of course I saw. Of course I did. I saw every blow land and my own wounds ache just watching.
well played.
A good fight.
Agreed.
Aye, it was that. No shame in losing to the likes of you.
Is it so?
On another day, you could have been the victor.
So,
Aye, mayhap, but today's your day and I'll keep my word. When you're ready, come by my room at the inn and I'll tell you what I know.
As you wish.
I will see you anon.
Gather round!
The bards will sing of this duel for years to come. All hail the new king! I won, but I'm no closer to understanding why I wield my blade.
The fact is...
And now we need to head for the inn. I don't know why it's the inn and not the tavern. Because we can't actually even go inside the inn. But, you know what? We won't question it, even though I just did. Welcome.
Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, I should let him
A
talk.
deal's a deal. You want to find Earhart, and I'll honor my side of the bargain. But let's take it slow. There's much we have to talk about, you and I.
If you say so. But what about?
Sir Earhart, of course, and what I know of him.
I'm listening.
Now, where to begin? Tell me, Sir Ulberic, are you familiar with the land from which Sir Earhart hailed?
Some border town in the far reaches of Hornburg. Or so he once told me.
Aye, a peaceful village called Grind. At least it was, till it was razed in the war. 'Twas long before Lord Earhart became a knight that he lost his home. After that, he joined a band of sellswords for a spell. It was there he got an idea in his head. And so he finally came to serve Hornburg and the Crown as a spy.
Oh, preposterous. You mean to tell me that Earhart meant to betray us all along?
Well, it does make more sense than betraying you at the drop of a hat.
His eyes always burned with fire when he told the tale. The king of Hornburg turned his back on us, he'd said, and sat on his ass as our homes burned.
Nonsense. King Alfred cared for all his subjects. He would never...
Lord Earhart claimed otherwise.
Either way, he was a man on a mission.
If that's true, that means he'd been plotting the downfall of Hornburg for years.
Revenge is made all the sweeter by the passage of time. How sweet it must have been for him when Hornburg fell at last. I don't pretend to admire his deeds, nor claim they are honorable. But then, I've never known the pain and anguish Sir Erhard was forced to bear. Though I wonder sometimes how it made him feel to see justice done. If winning his revenge put his heart at ease. I never asked
so
him.
that's the moral
He
that
never
this is
told me.
getting to.
But of all the men in this world, I'll be happy to tell you.
You look up to the man, don't you?
He taught me to be a true warrior. And I dare say he was a friend as well. I know of little else but the ways of battle. Whatever his sins might have been, I was proud to call him a brother.
As was I. Thank you.
Happy to have the company and a willing ear. You'll find Sir Erhard in the desert town of Wellspring. When you do, well, I trust you'll do what's right.
Even if that means I slay him? Your friend, your mentor, your brother.
If that is what you believe he deserves, I reckon he'll accept his fate. And so will I.
Well, except, I mean, he'll go
Whatever
down.
cause he fought for, it does not excuse his deeds. He slew the king he had taken a sworn oath to protect. I will listen to what he has to say. That much I can promise you, but no more. Does Gustav have the right of it? Did Erhard wield his sword for the sake of revenge? If so, does he still wield it, even though the thirst for vengeance has been sated? Could it be that we are the same? Has Erhard too lost his purpose?
Questions, questions. And some travel banter, just like I thought we would get in a moment here.
Interesting.
An old friend, eh? Erhard? I called him friend once upon a time, but it ended the day he struck down our king. And you still want to see him again? I would speak to him. There's something I need to know. And you think meeting him will give you closure? What happens if you don't like the answer you get? Are you sure you're not doing this for your own self-satisfaction? Perhaps you're right. But I must see him if I'm to put the past behind me. I won't try and stop you. In fact, I think I'll stick around and see how this one unfolds. Be my guest. See, that kind of makes sense, actually, for Therian's, perspective. He's just curious. We're actually still with the right party, because there was so little fighting in this chapter. But that's where we're gonna drop a save. And although I know it's been short, that's probably where we're going to wrap it up. We've got a few places. So, next is going to be the Chapter 3 stuff. And we'll have to figure out where we're headed for those chapters when the time comes. Looks like Alphen's Chapter 3 recommends level 32. Therian's level 36. Cyrus, level 40, so that'll probably be a while down the line. Ophelia, 38. Primrose, 40. Hanit, 38. And Tressa, 34. What we might wind up doing, actually, is going and visiting some of these mini-dungeons that we haven't already done. Just clearing them, getting some XP and items, before making our way to the next set of locations. Hey, maybe we'll even stop and see what some of these extra locations are. Because there are parts of the map that we don't have filled in yet. I'm fairly certain that there are more chapters, but I'll probably look it up just to be sure. But yeah, all things considered, I think we're at a pretty good place in time to stop right now. You know something I just noticed? These guys look astonishingly similar to characters from Stardew Valley. Like, I bet you could make something pretty close to any of them in Stardew. Anyway, thanks so much everyone for stopping in. I'll check and see if there's anyone to raid. It does not look like it, so we are just going to call it there. Thanks to those who stuck around and lurked and such. And yeah, hope y'all have a good couple of days. And hopefully we can get some good stuff done this weekend with more Pokemon. Until next time, later folks.